So there is a video that I'm going to share later that has caused me unrest, and I need to bring that to your attention. And we can no longer just sit down and watch, and individuals just saying what they want to say. We need to make sure that we ask our leaders what are they doing about situations like this. We need to make other powerful leaders in other nations be sensitive to our plight in Africa. We have to be our brother's keeper. The UNODC.org said that the Boko Haram, who have openly claimed to be responsible for a lot of all these terrorist attacks around the world, have recruited and exploited thousands of children since 2009 when they came out. In fact, there have been at least 5,741 violations claims against what they have done with children, young, tender kids that should be at school studying or trying to find their way in the world. But 1,385 children have been recruited against their will, adopted, made to fight on their behalf, do terrorist attacks, and even commit suicide. It is terrible. And we cannot longer sit down and just watch all these horrific attacks against us. Love is what will heal the world. We do not need hatred. We do not need increase of it. We need healing. In April of 2014, if you remember, 276 children were forcefully removed, evacuated from their dormitories, girls in Nigeria, in the northeast. And they were adopted, and some of them, about 57 reportedly, were able to escape, jumping from buses and big lorries. They call them lorries, like trucks, and they were able to escape. But the rest, they were abused, raped, forced to join a religion that is against their birth religion. A lot of things has been happening, but the recent is this video where terrorists would just go and ambush people that are driving, stop the buses and the trucks that are going for commercial business, and the private vehicles couldn't go about their businesses. I bet many people were going for weddings. Some of them were going for business transactions. Some were going for schools or for interviews. In a recent couple of days, it just happened in Abuja, which is the capital of Nigeria. We can no longer sit down and watch this kind of things. This is what they want to instill fear. We are in the 21st century and can no longer behave like we're helpless. We're not helpless. We know what to do. Speaking out about this and taking actions, it's going to bring some results. Let us condemn this kind of evil atrocities and preach love, peace, and healing. And then those that refuse to follow what is right need to be punished. They need to be shown that it is unacceptable. They recently, that was in October 25th, it's in the news, so you can Google it and find out. The United States government asked their diplomats and their families, and the non-emergency ones, to return back, home, because they feared that this was going to happen. And some people that was observing this, even me, thought, after that news is out, there is no way any such terrorism will take place. But it happened. We can see that they are daredevils, and they feel like nobody can hold them accountable for anything. And so I am calling all of you to condemn this act and to ask, put pressure on the government, on your individual governments, wherever state that you are from, whatever country you are from. Please join, and also don't forget to pray for that country, Nigeria, because we are all one. We are all connected, whether we think we are not. If anything horrible was to happen in that country, it will definitely trickle down. It will definitely affect you, because look at what is happening in Russia right now. And now the countries are facing serious economic recession. It is happening. I have a neighbor who is afraid to buy a car because he fears that there's going to be a recession in the spring coming up. So I had some inside news, and that's probably going to happen. And we don't even need a rocket science or a soothsayer to inform us that this is what's going on. We see what is happening with employers. Many of them are losing their workers. Many of them are having to close down their businesses. Cars, not many people are buying those. Not many people are able to afford homes. People are downsizing. A lot of things is happening. We do not need to go backward. We need to go forward. This is all I have to say for now. You feel free to comment, feel free to follow me, feel free to subscribe, and feel free to follow up. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Have a good day. I'm the Image Diva, Millicent Lagari.
This is Abuja, Lokoja Road, with over 500 buses and passengers parked on the road because of a block of 2 trailers of Fulani gunmen barricading and have already kidnapped 7 buses into the forest. Now, these are people parked on the road. We were just lucky to have been informed by one of the trailer not to keep moving, but to park out somewhere. And they resisted the effort of the uniformed men starting on gun. You can see from a distance, where I can't trek to, how buses and passengers are parked on the road, yet no security to disperse the battalion that have come out in numbers with already 3 buses kidnapped into the bush. You can see up here as I'm walking, this is me, Reality Cosmos speaking, who would have also been a victim of the incident, heading to Abuja for a particular event. This is me. You can see me. And here are police officers also left helplessly. As you can watch, those are police officers standing helplessly. You see, this is Nigeria. This is Nigeria. These are police officers with guns, but the guns used by the insurgents are heavier, stronger than what they are carrying, which they confess that they can't do anything because what those people are holding is more. This is the country we find ourselves. This is the country Nigeria is today.